Steve Lacey.
And I'm Natasha Verma. 23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a
Y'all not Remy Ma's son. Allegedly, living Nicki's cousin-in-law. Y'all, it's getting crazy in these WAP streets. Nicki and Remy Ma have been beefing for more than 15 years. Now things truly got out of hand with this drama. Remy's son Jason was arrested by the cops for the murder of a man who happened to be Kenneth Petty's cousin. And now Nicki is convinced that she was the original target, and that Remy allegedly put a hit on her. Y'all, sit down for this because we about to get our detective tea on this situation. Is getting crazy, y'all, because Remy Ma's life just took a wild turn. Her oldest son got arrested by the cops for allegedly, living someone back in 2021. He was arrested a few days ago on murder charges, and things are looking very bad for him now. Just when we thought that the gossip around Remy Ma and Papoose couldn't get any juicier with rumors about Remy Ma allegedly cheating on Papoose with rapper Easy the Block Captain, things now went full on crazy. Her son Jason Scott was busted by the NYPD and slapped with charges like first-degree murder, second-degree murder, criminal possession of a weapon, and reckless endangerment. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jason is a son that she had from a previous marriage way before she met Papoose, so he isn't Papoose's biological son. But Jason is not the only one who got arrested, because it turns out that his friend Richard Swiger also got arrested. And each with first-degree murder and reckless endangerment charges as well. And don't forget the criminal possession of a weapon charge for him too, cause this duo is in some serious hot water now. When the news first dropped, everybody was scratching their heads and wondering what exactly happened. First-degree murder is serious. It's not a joke, because it usually means 25 to life if found guilty. So whatever Jason and Richard are accused of, it's definitely serious. The police spilled some tea in a statement and confirmed that this whole case is linked to the murder of a 47-year-old man named Darius Gulabo on June 7, 2021. According to reports, Darius was no stranger to law enforcement after having been arrested 13 times and serving 3 jail terms. According to the state attorney general's office, Gulabo was known as a DB block on the streets. He was among 54 people who were indicted in sweeping investigation dubbed Operation Heatwave in November 2020. According to the AG's office, Gibbo was charged with supplying a drug ring in upstate Jefferson County, according to Attorney General Letitia James. The NYPD released another statement saying police responded to a 911 call of a male shot at the intersection of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard, within the confines of the 113 precincts. An NYPD spokesperson told XXL upon arrival, officers observed a 47-year-old male unconscious and unresponsive with multiple wounds to the head and chest. MS reported to the location and transported the victim to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. It also revealed that the police are also investigating the possibility that it could have been a murder for hire. Having a celeb mom and getting tangled up in this kind of mess is straight up crazy. But people are saying that the apple didn't fall too far from the tree, since Remy Ma has her own history with the law. I'm talking about how Remy did time for shooting a friend back in May 2008. Remy was sentenced to 8 years in prison for shooting her associate Makita Barnes-Joseph. She was convicted on multiple charges like attempted coercion and assault, but here's the kicker: she wasn't sorry. All word is she got some of her male friends to attack a witness's boyfriend to scare the witness out of testifying. That earned her even more charges for witness tampering and gang assault. She served 6 years of her 8-year sentence before getting out in 2014. And it looks like the drama definitely runs in the family, and folks are having a field day mocking Remy Ma, saying she's a bad influence, and that her son has got his bad behavior straight from her playbook. But word in the streets is that Remy is starting to feel the heat, knowing her son could be looking at a long stretch in prison if he's found guilty of murder. And the drama just keeps getting crazier because there are now reports that Remy might be the one who put out the hit, allegedly. See, what a lot of people don't know is that the victim, Darius Gibbo, is not just any random person. He is allegedly a well-known criminal and kingpin in the hood. And it's very bad, because his people are furious indeed, and they are out for blood. But that's not the craziest part. See, the real plot twist here is that Darius is also a cousin to Kenneth Petty, aka Mr. Nicki Minaj. This connection makes it messy because Remy and Nicki have had beef for as long as anybody can remember. The drama started with them way back in 2007 after Nicki threw shade at Remy Ma by claiming that she was the queen of rap. And in 2006, Remy released her first studio album, There's Something About Remy, based on a true story where she declared herself as the undisputed queen of rap, saying, "I'm the queen of rap and there is none higher." In 2007, Nicki threw shade in her mixtape Playtime Is Over on the freestyle track Dirty Money. Nicki threw several shady lines at Remy on the track, like the part where she said to that be with the crown to run it like Chris Brown. She won 3 rounds. I'm on need a 100 teacher, y'all ain't no. __. You're a beast, no now. Well, Remy knew that those bars were about her. And in an interview, she claimed to have confronted Nicki about it, saying, "When I seen her at a party, I was like, yeah. What was that line about?" Remy said, "To this day, I think it was a stab at me. That's what you do in rap. And I'm cool with that." They continued to throw shade back and forth with each other, and in 2016, Remy took it a step further when she dropped the song Money Showers with her Terror Squad collaborator Fat Joe. In the song, Remy calls out an opponent who refers to herself as the Queen, a title that Remy says she doesn't deserve. She said, "Be claiming she the queen, what? Not hardly. Who the F gave you a crown? Be Steve Harvey." Remy also made comments about how Nicki used a ghostwriter and barely wrote her own verses, even though she pretends to write everything. Then there's also the time that Remy had a freestyle and referenced Nicki's signature phrase, "All these bees is my son," in her line. "All this talk about my son and your son, I'm hot, and your whole world revolve around me, B. I'm the son." Well, Papos then backed up his lady by rapping, "That can only be one queen. Talk about a supportive man." Well, then Nicki fired back, saying that Remy had been out of prison for 2 years but made no impact in the rap scene. She said, "I gave these bees 2 years, now your time's up." Bless a heart, she throwing shots, but every line sucks in the song Make Love. Nicki clowned Remy's poor album sell, saying, "Oh, you the coup quant of this here one platinum plaque album flop trick. Weird, you see silly rabbit. To be the queen of rap, you got to sell records, you got to get plaques as plural like the S on my chest." Well, Nicki's little subtle jabs might have really hit home, because just 48 hours later, Remy fired back with She, a nearly 7-minute diss track that takes direct aims at Nicki Minaj, set to the beat of NASA's classic Ether. Remy spills all the tea, laying out everything from ghostwriting whispers to plastic surgery chatter. It was a musical showdown. She also posted the song on Twitter, saying, "You want to see a dead body at Nicki Minaj?" They have continued to throw shade at each other back and forth, and it was messy. So when people found out that the man who Remy's son allegedly unalive was Nicki's husband's cousin, fans went off online and started putting 2 and 2 together, and it's given for according to some people, Nicki believes that Remy is allegedly behind this and that she put a hit out on her. Nicki believes that Remy had it out for her and that Remy was just trying to take her out. But it all went wrong, and Darius got hit. Allegedly, Nicki and Kenneth had been talking to Darius on the day that he was shot. They had been together earlier on that day, only for Darius to get shot a few hours later. And interestingly, not long after Jason's arrest was announced, Nicki posted "Call Webb," and according to sources, Webb is one of Darius's goons. Allegedly, she also tweeted, "Who up? What I just found out." Unfortunately, it seems like Remy's son is even more danger, because Darius's friends and supporters have been threatening him on social media. Y'all, not Remy Ma's son, allegedly, living Nicki's cousin-in-law. Y'all, it's getting crazy in these WAP streets. Nicki and Remy Ma have been beefing for more than 15 years. Now things truly got out of hand with this drama. Remy's son Jason was arrested by the cops for the murder of a man who happened to be Kenneth Petty's cousin. And now Nicki is convinced that she was the original target, and that Remy allegedly put a hit on her. Y'all, sit down for this, because we about to get our detective tea on this situation. Is getting crazy, y'all, because Remy Ma's life just took a wild turn. Her oldest son got arrested by the cops for allegedly, living someone back in 2021. He was arrested a few days ago on murder charges, and things are looking very bad for him now. Just when we thought that the gotta around Remy Ma and Papoose couldn't get any juicier, with rumors about Remy Ma allegedly cheating on Papoose with rapper Easy the Block Captain, things now went full on crazy. Her son Jason Scott was busted by the NYPD and slapped with charges like first-degree murder, second-degree murder, criminal possession of a weapon, and reckless endangerment. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jason is a son that she had from a previous marriage way before she met Papoose, so he isn't Papoose's biological son. But Jason is not the only one who got arrested, because it turns out that his friend Richard Swiger also got arrested, and each with first